What's up everyone, Leon here, back again with some Hitman World of Assassination. Been painting that for ages, determined on that spot, innit? I don't think his application's particularly great. Well, the last time I was playing Freelancer, I had a bit of a disaster, and then I tried to sort it out, and had another disaster, and then I ended up with, well, losing everything twice over, really. So I started a new campaign, try and pick myself back up again. That's what we're going to do today. I always think that this bit just comes down to what maps you've got, potential objectives. You kind of think, well, yeah, alright then. Just start off with the alerted, I always think.
Bon voyage, 47. Welcome to Bangkok. We have intel that the syndicate is present in the area. Find the person
Help! Somebody help me!
We'll take his disguise. Take his disguise. I mean, it wasn't maybe it's necessary to take the security guard, but I think that it's you get to a point, you go through all the campaigns, or a couple of campaigns, and you start building everything up, and then you start getting a bit more confident with what you're going to do, how you're going to tackle things, and you make a mistake, and then you lose everything. I'm not saying that it's too excessive of a punishment, but I am a little bit. I mean, granted, it's a roguelite, you die. I think it should just be the stuff that you take, but taking all of your freelancer tools inventory just seems a bit much. Are you coming past this way? But I do feel like as if them just taking all of your stuff, it does remove the desire to continue to keep on playing, really. Well, I've lost everything. You just think, well, I can't be chewed anymore. And you have to take a couple of days before you think, do you know what, I'm going to start all back all over again.
Excellent work, 47. You've spread fear within the syndicate.
I mean, there's probably better ways of doing it. Just take the exit straight out the front door.
Hey brother, what's up?
Do Hokkaido. So no firearms. Do not blow your disguise. Poison a guard. Do we go for what? Silent assassin? Because it's mega coin.
I'll be in touch when you reach your destination.
Speedboat all the way to Japan. Me.
Welcome to Hokkaido. We have intel that the syndicate is active.
What a glorious place to start. Jesus.
Let me guess. You want to know about the medical trial? Oh, so it is true that the guys had a mood-altering new...
Take that. No, I thought they'd sort that out. There are no firearms for shooting cameras and things like that. I thought that that was supposed to be... I thought there was a change to that. I'm probably wrong. Oh, you're having it. Whoops. Oh, go Whittleton Creek. Whittleton Creek. So I guess so that's your preparation. What you feel like doing. I mean, they're optional. Do you want a bit more cash to spend on stuff? Yeah? Can you be bothered doing it right now? You just want the XP so you can move up in the levels? I guess the thing is that really, it's changing your mindset. How you would maybe play it normally.
Welcome to New York. We have been informed that the syndicate is currently in operation here. Find the target and eliminate. Don't disappoint, 47.
Where are they? So they're there. Quite like a disguise, some sort. I don't think which one to go for. One of the major things that you want to try to do when you play Hitman is you want to go for that 5-star silent assassin rating, and then you play Freelancer, and then you get given all of these objectives like killing guards. It kind of puts the typical way that you'd play out the window. Although on previous versions, I've not necessarily took a completionist sort of route, but you know, I get the mastery level on all of the maps, do the mission stories, that sort of thing. But when I would do all of those, I would just hop into a mission, put it on casual, just cause absolute chaos just to get certain things done. They were never really sort of done as a part of way of, I don't know, completing the level really. I didn't take them seriously. So when you come to this, you kind of want to take it because there's an objective which is getting towards, well, a mastery level. Then I've kind of just pointed it out there really. It is just getting to a mastery level, so then you're just grinding out by doing certain things just to get the XP to get to a point. I just always felt that Freelancer was going to be kind of like an extension really of what we've been playing, just a bit more random with a bit more risk. And yeah, there's risk. You lose your stuff if you die. You still technically got some progression to an extent, but not really the same. It's campaign's done, you restart, you start building your stuff back up again. This gadget. I guess that's the thing, isn't it? Is that it's just a bit more of a free form sort of way of just going about it, really. I do like that mechanic now, though, that you can just hoist stuff. I mean, being able to throw objects to take out cameras, that feels like that should have been something that was available, I don't know, from the start, really, I guess. Yeah, but being able to take cameras out with objects is quite good. Again, like one of those features where you think to yourself, why wasn't that always in?
This will surely be a blow to the syndicate.
It's the showdown of Whittleston Creek, so we've got 6 suspects. See, that's the one thing I do wonder. Like, 6 suspects. I mean, I've had 9 before in showdowns. And it's not to say that I want to blaze through it in super fast time, but depending on how you play and what your play style is, that can be quite a, and your skill level, it can be quite a long drawn out process. You want to get it right, you don't want to be taking out unnecessary targets. You think to yourself, you want to be trying to be methodical, maybe. Literally have nothing. Does it feel like as if there's maybe, is it fine? Yes. Would it be better? I mean, maybe. That's the thing with Freelancer, that's how I feel, is that it's fine, it's a good game mode, but I don't feel like it's something that I think to myself, do you know what, that's the only thing I want to play when I'm playing Hitman? And maybe it's not intended to be like that. Something that you go back to, you chip away at over time, as your, I guess your patience and your dedication towards it goes up and down. But I know that after a while it gets a little bit tedious, and I guess for a lot of people who've already got to they've done the mastery level grind, I mean, if you did it early on, I guess being able to Alt F4 probably helped quite a great deal in order to not keep on having to go back and forth all the time. You know, restarting new campaigns to build your gear back up. Then I also think just for the casual player, you know, getting to a certain point and then losing all of your stuff because you've made a mistake probably can seem quite harsh, and maybe it will put people off. They'll just be like, well, I'm just, you know, I'm going to play something else, different game mode. I know what I do. Just think, I can't be chewed. I've got nothing now. I have to restart a game. It's a bit deflating, really, especially once you've finished a campaign and you've got all the way through it. What have I got with me? I'll have to do.
Welcome to Whittleton Creek. We did it. We have managed to locate the leader. However, nevertheless,
What's going on with his tie?
this meeting. As for the description, no
That's
hair.
right. They're all in that one place, apart from one's over that way. See, I always feel that for the most part, the campaign, the missions themselves are fine. You just need to adjust the way that you play the game in order to take advantage of what it offers. You're not going for silent assassins, or unless you choose to do so as part of one of the optional objectives. But you can change your playstyle, you can adapt it, and really, ultimately, the only thing that you need to do is take out the target and get out of there alive. So in that respect, it's great. It does exactly what you'd want it to do. But when it comes to showdowns, I just feel they missed the boat. And I think that one of the first things that they missed it on was this camera. No earrings, he's got hair, he's not a suspect. Glasses, but has hair. But you don't have a hat on. You've also got a dent in the back of your head. So there's three taken care of. But I feel like the thing with the camera is that, granted, it's great because it tells you what's next, like what the things that you're looking for are, the tells. So it's informative. So it's super handy in that regard. But I do feel like as if when you're looking at a target's move and you're trying to get close to see if they've got earrings on or anything like that, or if they've got a hat on and you're trying to figure out if they've got hair, because it's not necessarily really obvious straight away. So I think it's that woman there. Glasses. I can't see if they've got earrings on. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. But I feel like with the camera, we've just made it so that you just had a bit more to it, really. You know, there's certain missions where it's really handy because it opens up ways to get around a level. You know, you can use it to scan documents, gain access to safes. It's definitely her. I'm gonna get caught here.
You should get back to the safe house.
But yeah, with the camera, I just feel like it could just be better utilised. Even if it comes with a penalty, so to speak, like you get noticed from using it, it irritates people. You have to look at them for a particular period of time in order for things to get checked off. Granted, they're not going to all check off because, you know, you're not going to see them doing their tells. But, you know, if you're following someone around and it looks pretty much like the person, and then these things start going up, it's just, I guess, really just to help you, really. But then at the same time, you could also go against you. You could end up getting caught. Just feel like it's underutilised. There could have just been that little bit more to it. It just could offer so much more, that camera. Yeah, I think just like a subtle change. Like I think if they did that with the camera, it would just be just that bit better. It looks fancy but noisy. When I think about, you know, doing a syndicate showdown and I've got 9 targets, which has happened, I've got to look at 9 targets. And granted, you know, you can go not a suspect, is a suspect, I'm unsure. I think just in order to be able to help you be able to just decide, you've just got some sort of visual prompt, just so that it kind of picks you, like you've looked at them long enough and it'll pick it up. Not saying that it has to tell you for sure that it is, because there are certainly targets that all like that look exactly what you're supposed to be looking for, and it still ends up not being the case.